Hey guys, welcome back to a new movie. Today we're gonna tie a fly called Grønningen. It's a pattern that I've been fishing a lot with in clear water, and we had some great success with it this summer in Gaula. A friend of mine caught a bunch of fish on it, and other people that bought this fly from me caught a bunch of it. It's a Chartreuse black fly. Yeah, you can see it here as well. This fly, it's an inspiration by the fly from, I don't know who is the exact creator of it, but I saw this fly, a similar pattern from a friend of mine called Simon and Tommy Orkvisla when they worked in Nordisk Fiskeutstyr. They also dropped a movie of the Lime Special, they called it. And the difference is that this fly is tied on a heavy tungsten tube, and their fly is tied on a plastic tube with some body hackle and yeah, some other colors, etc. I have some green hot spots at the back, and I used polar bear and some other materials, but the inspiration from the beginning is from them. So I want to say thanks to them and a shout out to them. And you guys probably know who they are if you are into the Norwegian salmon community. Yeah, so this fly is fished in many different sizes. This is an 8 centimeter, that's the one I use most. You can tie them down to 4, that's what I do, and less if you want. We're gonna tie it on a 19 millimeter tungsten tube from Stanton, signature tube. We're gonna use, as a hot spot in the back, we're going to use the same color on the thread as we used in the Vimu, the green. This is the Flora Green Ultra Thread 70 from Ultra Thread. It's not that easy to see, I guess. As in the body, we're gonna have this sea lice silver holo braid from Fredin. Really good stuff. As a dubbing, we're going to use the Greenlander green, hot Greenlander green dub, this one, from the SSS Glitz dispenser dubbing from Fredin, good dubbing. As the first wing, we're going to be using the polar bear from Sasha. Perfect color, really nice material. This is a color I'm scared to use it because I don't have much left, and I don't know if he has any left. So yeah, I don't want to waste a lot of this. But yeah, it's a crazy good color, and as I can say something about that because, as I said earlier, I really like to have bright colors in my flies, especially the green, orange, etc. So as you can see, this is the hot orange. This is the, like, I call it almost hot chartreuse, you can say. And I think the salmon likes that it's a bit bright and gives some attraction and maybe triggers it a bit, and yeah, that's my philosophy. So yeah, that's the pieces we're gonna use there, and we're gonna use some hot Greenlander flash from Fredin. I love his flashes, it's really good stuff. As the hackle, we're going to use this soft patch, also from Sasha. I think it's a whitening patch that has been dyed in the almost same color as the polar bear. Perfect stuff. We're going to have a black wing at the top with temple dog. Just, you can use fox if you want to, or goat, or yeah. I like to use the temple dog on this place. Yeah, and we're gonna do some jungle cock on the sides, on the cheeks. I got some questions about this stuff. So, okay, this is 2 different patches. This is a B grade, this is a A grade. As you can see, that the difference between this are that this one is the bad one, and it's not a bad one, but the feathers are more split up. The color of the feathers is not that much yellow as this one. It's cheaper. I don't think the salmon cares. I like to tie my flies with an A grade. If you go up a grade, you have the super quality. I think those feathers are too stiff actually to use on my flies. It's really pretty feathers, but it's more expensive, and I don't think they are that flexible in the feathers. They are more stiff. So it's not that easy to bend them in the curve like I do when I connect it on the fly. They will stand more like this on the fly. They will spread out a bit more, and I don't like that. And also in Norway these days, it's fucking crazy how expensive these feathers are. If you're gonna buy a super quality cape, you have to pay a lot if you want the site certificate with it, and you have to have a site certificate in Norway. So it's really hard, and you can't get them in the stores. So it's usually people that have old capes laying around that want to sell them and make a good profit of it. Because a super grade in the store was about 1600, maybe 1800 crowns. Now people sell them for like 5,000 Norwegian crowns. That's insane. And I'm never going to pay that for a jungle cock. Then I'm going to quit using jungle cock if that's the fact of the matter. So, yeah, in matter of fact, that's insane. So you have under the B grade, you have the non-grade, and that's really I don't use that, but it's the feathers are really bad colored, and it's a bunch of splits in the feathers and many splits as usual. As I said, I don't think the salmon cares a lot, but now you know it though if you didn't know it. So, and one more thing I got some questions about is the tubes I use, the steering tubes for the hook. As you can see on the fly here, at the back, I have this steering tube. This is the Stanton steering tube. It's really stiff, tight, and strong, and it doesn't split and get destroyed easily. So that's why I use it. But it's really tight, as I said, so it fits perfectly on the Stanton tubes, because they have this little track on the back of it that you can shuffle them into, like the Vineyard silicone tubes. The color are not that clear, and they are way softer, and they break more easily, but I use them on the other tubes I do when this one doesn't fit. So yeah, super. We're gonna tie a fly now. I hope you guys enjoy, and subscribe and leave a comment and ask me questions. I really appreciate that. So just send me a message on Instagram or Facebook, or you can just drop a comment down if you want to. So thanks for watching, and enjoy the fly. Okay guys, so we start off by putting this into the tube, into the inner tube. Light it up at the back. Just do it like this and squeeze this in. And there it is. Now I'm going to take some super glue. I just pinch a bit at the back here, not much, but a bit, and leave that in. And I just take off so now it's closed up. Okay, then we're gonna cut it. We're not tying that much on the inner tube. It's just the hackle and some wings and stuff, so you don't need much. This is the total amount of it, like this. And we're gonna take I'm always take fasting this into the tube before I start tying. So connect this. This also keeps the inner tube more at its place. You cut this off. You want it to be maybe a centimeter long, so it can cover the hook shank, like that. And now we can place this in. Now it's tight and nice. Okay. I think the light is a bit hard. So we start off by taking on the point at the back, like that. I take a small layer of super glue around at the top part here, And then I start making this nice hotspot. The idea behind this is that a lot of flies has the fluorofibers in. I don't think it's nice to have fluorofibers on this one. So yeah, I'm gonna use a bit more of hot spots instead of the fluorofibers, I think. Okay. Now you just cut this off. If you want, you can lay another layer of super glue over this and then make it dry, but that I won't do that now because we're making a movie. Now you connect the black thread at the point where you ended the green one. Cut this off. Then you take the braid. Connect the braid. I always leave a little stump of the braid, so I tie that down. And what I'm doing now is I'm trying to fill all the holes down, as you can see, to make a more smooth surface. Super glue. Under the braid. Now we start tying this in. Like that. Oh shit. This is something that usually happens if you don't do this good enough. Yeah. Tie this down like that. Cut off the, trim it off like that, and you can also take some super glue at the thread and secure it more. But what I'm doing now is I'm taking the dubbing, as we talked about, and I just rip a couple of wraps around here, so I hide the thread that I'm, and go down on the lower tube, on the inner tube, pull everything back, tie it in. And I usually just trim off a bit of the long fibers here. You can keep them as a hackle as well, but yeah. Okay, now we are going to tie in the first wing. That's the polar bear. Keep a bunch of the underwool, like half of the underwool I keep, just to have the drop form, like that. Here you have to decide how long you want it, depending on the length of the total length of the fly, like that. You go down and you just tie this in, like that. Do some varnish. Oh shit. Couple of wraps, like that. You want to tie that in on, like on the middle of at the top of the inner tube. That's where you want it. Okay. Now we're gonna tie in some flash, the green, hot Greenlander green. Take a bunch of flash, do the same as I did on the BBR, some at this side, connect it, and some at this side, and connect it. Then I cut it off like in different levels. Like that. Okay. Yep, there we go. Pull out a piece of this Chartreuse temple dog. Just make a small little piece of it. Lay that on the top, like that. Connect it. You want to see that everything's on the top, and sometimes the flash moves on the side you tie this way, right? And sometimes the flash will move, so you have to check that all the flash is at the correct place. Okay. Cut that off. Some varnish. Couple of wraps to secure it. Yeah, so now we're going to tie in the hackle. I pick out a good size fiber, like this. I rib off I cut off the bottom part, strap off that, and I want to do it like this and tie it in at the top like that. Pull this backwards and connect it. Hackle tool, and then just start hackling. So at the beginning you hackle over the place where you tied in the wings. So we hide that, and then we go down on the inner tube. Like this. And you want, very often on the, as you can see, the feather stem, I want to tie a bit over it, like this, so I secure it absolutely 100%, so it won't fall off. You can also do a wrap with super glue here. I usually do that on the flies that I'm tying to myself, and or for the flies I sell. So like that. Now we're going to tie in the wing, the top wing. Some black temple dog. Here I pull out almost all the underfibers because I don't want it to be that thick in front. Like that. Okay, and you can use your nail to like do this to adjust it the right way you want it. As you can see now, I need it to be a bit more over to this side, so I just pull it a bit like that. Okay, I'll do some super glue at the end here, just to secure the wing. nice and tight like that. Yeah, now you can just take your scalpel or your scissor or whatever and just cut this off. Don't pull too hard because you want to cut the undertube and then you have a problem, especially if you're going to put on a cone. Okay, like that. And then we're going to put on some jungle cock. So I pick out 2 fibers that's like the size I want. I do what I showed you earlier, I pull it like this to make it a bit bend. Connect that on, like that. And the same on the other side. I spit on it and make it curved like that. And if you see from the top, you can see how long they are on both sides, and you can measure it to be exact the same length. Like that. Okay, as you can see now, both are on the same length. Super glue. Finish the fly with a couple of wraps. The super glue that I just had on will make this lock it and secure it 100%. Like that. Scalpel. Like that. Okay. Pull it off. You cut off the wing here, like that. Not the wing, but the front. Okay. Add some more super glue just to secure the front. Like that. You can of course finish off with some varnish if you want to. But yeah, this is a really good fly for the Gaula and other clear rivers like Vefsna and Bayern, and yeah. Especially the Gaula, this was amazing this summer. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and please follow me, subscribe, and yeah, I'll keep posting more videos. I try to make about 2 a week or so, maybe 3 if I have the time. But it's a lot of work and kids, and yeah, that's how it is. So hope this will catch a lot of fish for you guys and make some history in the books. I think my friend caught a 13 kilo on it this summer, so, and that was this size. As you can see, if you want to have the measurement here, you can, yeah, this is about 8 centimeters. I think that's the perfect size for it. And this is the old school measurement tool from my girlfriend. I stole it. Yeah, well, thanks for watching, guys. See you guys later, and if you have any questions, just drop them below, good or bad, I don't care. It's every question is a good question. So see you guys later. Bye bye.